only leveling one hero a time per barrack, well, that's not enough. Here's community suggestion that will drastically increase the progression, and I totally agree with that, and that's why this is the main reason I'm making this video. And for the people who don't know, I'm talking about this building. Right now I can actually train just a single hero in these buildings. Right now I'm training Edison, but there is 2 or 3 more heroes that I want to train here, especially the cavalry one. In the cavalry, the majority of the heroes there are the healers, and you know, by leveling these buildings, you're going to receive +5 per hours. Now, if you have some sun, this thing here, I don't know how it's called, by the way. No, I cannot actually see. You can get up to 65 per hour, but at the end of the day, it's just a 1 hero per barrack. Now, you may have, for example, especially, yeah, this one for the cavalry is something that I really want somehow to get increased the swords here. This is one of the suggestion of the people, is basically increasing the swords of this type of building, so we can actually train more heroes. You know, there is a new heroes coming in the game. You see how slow this thing is. I'm in the Rome. This is also with importance. I'm in the Rome Empire, and this building is just giving me, even though that is having good amount of sun, it's like 50 per hour. The max is 65 per hour. It's like 115 per hour, which is, you know, not enough for Hatshepsut. Right now I'm training Hatshepsut. It's going to need 3 days, and this is level 22. Maybe it was 5 days before that. I don't know. When you level up, oh my god, my camera just broke. Anyway, I'm going to continue like this. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, when you have more swords, you're going to train more heroes. And having more heroes, you want to have to test your 2-star heroes for some specific event. You want to test your heavy infantry. You want to increase the amount of heroes you have for the treasure hunt. You want to have more heroes for the Tesla Storm, because you basically need 5 heroes same color, especially the higher level of the Tesla Storm, the higher level of treasure hunt, at the higher level of campaigning. Sometimes you have one best team, but this team hits some heroes that counter your team, and it's very hard for you. In the same time, you have a hero that can help in this situation, but you know, this hero is not trained. You have to start over. Now, some heroes you need maybe level 5 or maybe level 10 before you get some good boost of the ability. On level 15, my Medusa is going to, you know, here the damage get increased. Sometimes you get something extra. Maybe I can actually give, yeah, I can give Bonica. She's like 4-time awakened. I want to go for her, but right now I'm training some other hero. There I'm training my hero, and if you see the ability on level 10, right now is giving 1150, 3.5 seconds stun, and on the next level the damage increase. Enemy units around the target takes 50% damage. Prioritize heroes. This is also very good, especially if you hit somebody who is with archers or with the siege. Those heroes is going to those units is going to get some splash damage there. And after this, 95% is going to increase the damage. Also, actually, the first time increase here and get this one, and after this is only this one increase, but still is something in extra that you're receiving from your heroes, from the ability. And having just you know, just 1 barrack when you can train 1 hero per barrack is something that is not enough. And I think, and I understand a lot the frustration of the people, especially over this barracks, that they want to at least train like 2 heroes. Some people are suggesting one extra building to be given, for example, to have 2 cavalry barracks. Some people are suggesting maybe to have 2 swords. heroes to be trained in one building. I think 2 swords in one building is way better from this to actually make one more building, because some of the buildings is very large. For example, look at this heavy infantry. This is huge. Absolutely huge. So yeah, there is a lot of suggestion in this direction, because you know, people want to have their heroes more stronger. Allowing 2 swords per hero type speed up growth without breaking the balance is not going to be only for you, it's going to be also for the people you're competing against with you know, personal events, also for treasure hunt. Everybody's going to have the same advantage. This is the point. It's just you're going to be able to play with more heroes with maxed skills and actually enjoy over the heroes, reducing the time gap between mid and end game teams. Definitely, because right now I cannot actually compete that much, because if we go in the research, I still have so much to be done. And after this I have Byzantine era, Age of the Franks, feudal age, Iberian era, Kingdom of Sicily, Height, Middle Age. And this is so many stuffs before me, and I cannot actually compete with anybody. Of course, if somebody is starting before you, it's normal to have advantage, but this is going to apply also for this guy. It's not going to be only for me, but like this I'm going to be able to enjoy more on the game and actually use heroes with the maxed skills from this to put one hero and wait with days this hero to have maxed skill. Sometimes it's weak, because Hatshepsut right now, I'm just going to give Hatshepsut for example, it's like 3 days and it's already here. Maybe it's going to be 4 days and something from the start, and this is just for one level. After this we may jump to 6 days or maybe 7 days, and after this maybe 10 days. It's just crazy the amount of time you have to spend to actually level up or max it up one of the spells. And it's not something crazy. Now some spells get crazy boosts, and I can actually give as an example Ashoka. Ashoka is getting crazy buff at level 5. That's why I actually level up his ability to level 5, because he's going to be able to heal one more target for 15%. On level 15, the heal is going to be 169 of Ashoka base damage respectively, which is, you know, something that we're looking to get. So, you know, there is a game changing in some spells, there is not game changing in some spells. It's different, but I totally agree with this suggestion that just the sword should be increased. I don't think we should actually build one more heavy infantry barracks, because it's taking so much sword. If we actually look how many things actually take, it's like 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 5 on 5. This is huge amount of space. So yeah, I just prefer to have one extra sword and we'll be able to train more heroes. Even though some heroes we may not actually need that much, but at least we're going to experiment with this type of heroes. And yeah, the gap between the endgame players, because the moment the endgame player puts something here, most likely he is having higher level of this boosts, of this sun boosts. Most likely his for example heavy infantry barracks are level, I don't know which level, maybe level 20, I don't know. And yeah, it's huge difference. It's huge difference. Now some people may not agree with me, because they're going to be, but I spend this time. Why somebody should take my advantage for the time I spent on the game by, you know, adding this feature in the game. But, and I totally understand them, and then they're right. I mean, they spent more time, why somebody should actually take something from there? But yeah, at least this is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to write, are you endgame player or you're a mid-game player, just the beginner? Just wanna see more opinions over this topic, because the heroes is what this game is all about. We are collecting, summoning heroes. Troops are important, but majority of the time the hero is important. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe, become a member if you want to support my work. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.